Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches here. Welcome to my channel where together we sew. If you're brand new here, thank you so much for coming by. I'm happy to have you here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell for notifications. That way you'll know when I go live or I post up videos like this one. If you're not brand new here, thank you so much for coming back. I love seeing you guys and all your comments down below. It keeps me going. So today this is going to be a premiere video on YouTube, and if you've never been to a premiere, it's sort of like a live, except it's pre-taped. But the fun thing about it is that you get to still chat with all your friends and with me. So I'm really excited about that because as we go through this process today, you can ask questions if you like about the traveling quilt project, about long arm quilting, anything you want. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I usually either do taped videos or live videos. And when you're taped, you see the comments afterwards. And when you're live, it's really hard to sew and chat at the same time. So this is kind of the best of both worlds. So I'm kind of really excited about this. So today I'm doing the traveling quilt project, quilt number 1. I'm going to quilt it. I've got the backing fabric all ready to go attached to my frame. I chose this beautiful orange batik fabric because there was a few orange blocks in this quilt and I thought this was really nice. I pulled this out of my stash. I thought it was perfect for it. I actually purchased this from a D-stash from Sew Yeah for a full quilt, I think it was last year, and it didn't quite match the color. And I've kind of had it there waiting for the perfect project. So I'm so happy that I had this and I pulled it out because it's kind of more of a corally orange than a pumpkin orange that I was looking for. But it works perfect for this. So I'm excited to use this. I still need to put the batting up here and the quilt top, of course. But I wanted to leave the quilt top until I talked to you guys at the beginning because I wanted you guys to see the backing. And I also wanted to take a little video of the quilt top before it got quilted. So I had a hard time kind of deciding what to quilt on this quilt, but I know that Donna is a huge lover, Handmade by Ying, who sort of organized this whole project, is a huge lover of hearts. So I decided I would put hearts on this first quilt. I might not do it for every quilt, but I thought it'd be fun on this one. So I'm going to do a heart pattern, and I'm going to use white thread because we used white backing fabric and there's so many colors in this quilt that it would be pretty difficult to pick a thread. I could do gray or white, but I'm going to do white because white will kind of melt right into that white background. So I think that's going to look the best. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have any questions about, like I said, the traveling quilt project or long arm quilting, go ahead and put them in the chat as we go here. Thank you all to everyone who has contributed. We were more than pleasantly surprised, thrilled to the response. We were hoping to get enough blocks for 1, maybe 2 quilts, and we have enough blocks for 3 and more. Now we're only going to do 3 this summer because that's kind of pushing the limits for all 3 of us involved. Donna is collecting the blocks and putting them together in rows. I'm sewing the quilt, or quilting the quilt, and then after I get finished, Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations, who's also here on YouTube, she's going to bind the quilt. So that's awesome. I'm so excited that all 3 of us are involved. Kathy and Donna are amazing ladies, so I'm happy to do this with them. And I think that's about it. So let's get started and get those questions coming in or just say hi. So this is going to be fun for me today. This is the traveling quilt project, quilt number 1. This is the before it's been quilted. Beautiful blocks, everyone. Thank you all so much for contributing. So gorgeous. Each and every block is just so pretty. The fabric choices you guys have made, the construction of the blocks, just gorgeous. I love it. So this is quilt number 1. I'm going to quilt this up, take a little video of some of the quilting, and then I'll show it to you all done. And today, quilt number 2 arrived. So I'm going to get quilt number 2 out after I'm all done with this one and just show it to you all too. Not quilting that one today, but I will show it to you. But beautiful job, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, so while the quilt is finishing over there on the long arm, I thought I would show you guys something because I don't like to brag about things that I get because I feel very blessed when I get them. So I hope this is not taken this way, but I know that you guys will understand why I'm so excited. My husband has known for a long time that I wanted a featherweight, and he surprised me with one, and I've been looking for one pre-war. So they started making them in 1933. They stopped in 1942 for the war. They made other things in their factory until the war was over and then started making them again. He found me one. I'm super excited and I wanted to show you guys, and I thought I'd show you while the quilt is finishing up because we've got a few minutes to kill here before I can show you the finished product. So I want to take it out and show you because I'm super excited. So nobody would understand except you all how fun a new sewing thing is. So I'm going to get all this out of here. Yay. And my new baby. It's not in the best cosmetic shape, but it runs really, really well. So I'm very excited about that. It came in, it's in original box, has all the original parts. So yeah, I'm thrilled. And he didn't have to pay a whole lot for it. So this is the thread that the person showed him that it works with. So here it is. Here's my new baby. So maybe you guys can help me come up with a name for her. I'm so excited to have her. Mine was built in 1940. We were looking at a couple of them. There was a 1935 and a 1940. The 35 cosmetically was in better shape, but it didn't sew very well, and I wanted one to sew because I'm a quilter and I want to be able to sew with it. So I got the one that is not as cosmetically beautiful, but that can be fixed with some paint and some new decals down the road. But she sews really, really well, and one of these times when I can get her set up, I will show you guys her sewing. But I just love her, and I knew that you all would understand my excitement, and so I wanted to come on and show you my new little girl here, and maybe you guys could help me think of a name for her. The machine I sew on most of the time, my other black machine, now that I have two, is Black Beauty. And then I've got my white machine that's the high speed. I call her the Beast. And then I have my long arm, which is my Grace. So let's think of a good name for her. Hopefully you guys can help me. My grandmother, who taught me to sew, she definitely sewed during this time period when this machine was made. So I was thinking of maybe naming her after my grandmother, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. I want to know what you guys think. My grandmother's name was Helen, so she would be named Helen. So that was my first thought, but if you guys have any other suggestions of good names, I like to name my sewing machines. Maybe that's a little crazy, but I kind of do. Oh, a few people have asked me about my Mosaic Star quilt and my Beautiful quilt. They're both behind me here. Well, the Mosaic Star's here and the Beautiful is behind me. They're both quilted, and coming up very soon, probably in a couple weeks, I'm gonna do a compilation video and show you guys kind of a truck show of everything I've done for the first kind of 6 months of the year. All the quilting on all the quilts and everything. It's taken me quite a while to catch up because I have so many quilts. Because with your all's help, especially with encouraging me with the UFOs and doing the sew-alongs with you, I've had a ton of quilts finished this year, so that's amazing. But I just wanted to show you guys, and I'm sure that you will appreciate why I'm so excited. So, all right, I think the quilt is just about done on the long arm, so I'm gonna pull her off, trim her up, and show you the finish. Okay, so here is quilt top number 2. I wanted to show this to you guys. I'm gonna get up on a stool because I'm really short. See if I can get the bottom of it for you. There we go. There is quilt top number 2. So that one is going to be quilted next. And quilt top number 1 is all done. So let me show you that. Here's the back. I'll bring it closer so you guys can see the stitching. Hopefully you can see that. I think it came out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. I can't tell what you guys can see, so hopefully you can see this. And then I'll get back here. I'll show you the top again. Whoop. If I can get up on the stool. There's the top, or the front I should say, all finished. Now all it needs is binding. And Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations is going to bind this lovely. Let me hold it up a little bit more. Hopefully you guys can see the stitching some. I can't tell really what you're seeing. So I'm hoping you can see some of this, but I think it came out really, really well. I'm really pleased with it. I actually really, really love the pattern. You get it close so you can see some of the hearts, hopefully. There's one. See the cute little heart? Yeah. Okay, so there we go. There's quilt number 1. All done. So this is going to go in the mail on Monday to Kathy at Kathy's Cute Creations. She's going to bind it, and then I think at that point it's going to go back to Donna to go to our charities. Now, Donna can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we are announcing the charities on September 11th. I think that's each of us is going to pick one charity because we're going to have 3 quilts. So this is quilt number 1. Thanks everybody. Don't forget to check me out tomorrow on Saturdays with Steph. Yvette and I are going to keep sewing on the squared up quilt, and then Sunday night on Donna's channel to see blocks that have come in for quilt number 3. And that's about it. All right guys, take care, have a wonderful night, happy Friday, and have a great weekend. Bye.